Hello everyone, this is Deaga, and today we're hunting two bears. If you follow me on Twitter, you know I actually fear bears quite a lot. Like, I'm glad Arzuros is an early game joke monster, because I always get smacked around by it. And usually the damage is very low, so that's not a problem, but not this time. So first I'm going for the Apex Arzuros. Normal Arzuros has a Raffian over there, so yeah, Apex seems safer, you know? Buff up, I use the normal wet fish here because I hoard my wet fish fin plus. Spoiler alert, I waste one this run. But okay, engage with Apex, it counters lower, it can counter from under him, so that's pretty cool, get ample ready. And let's get to fighting him. Counter doesn't miss the strong attacks. I think it's because of the slopes, that's too bad, but oh well. With Apex Arzuros, we want to focus on its claws. I'm riding the Magma Drone Switch X precisely because of his claws. So counter this. His claws are very weak to fire, particularly when enraged and broken. They get up to 40 fire hits on value, that's very high. So I think it's one of the highest elemental weaknesses in the entire game. So I can counter this, it's still not really hitting the claws, but we'll get better. Counter this as well. And he didn't false swipe there, he will sometimes taunt, but okay, we can just attack. Got the Apex Topple, and then we can finally hit the claws properly. Go for some morph combos here, do just the first part of a 2-stage morph there, to combo a bit longer. And just hit the claws as he gets up and rages again. So did you see that? 162 tick damage, that's very, very high. Ready a counter here, he's going to jump, so it's like to just run away. And counter the follow-up false swipes. You usually do these very quickly if you're anywhere near him after he jumps. So counter that a bit too soon. He's very far away, so that means it's a huck throw or a jump coming. And this jump was very typical, like he didn't do the mega claw swipes fast. It took a while to do it, right? But okay, we can just run away and keep attacking. Counter this. I like spamming the ZR morphs just to have more vertical attacks on the combo compared to the double slashes into strong morph. So I can actually hit the claws like double slashes into strong morph would just hit his legs. Got away from that mega claw swipe, and then you can just see him as he would normally get up, but you got another Apex Topple here, so yay, damage. Combo him, since we spam a lot, some of the downtime with the ZSD, I just go for the ZSD immediately there after one strong morph. And you can just see his claws off once again. That's the best part of this hunt, like, just in those claws just feels so good, man. But it's hard to consistently latch them while he's attacking, like, usually end up at his butt, which is not a good hit zone, so yeah, too bad. After this. You always want to run to the right after that attack, when he does that attack, not after, to dodge the attack, because his shoulder attack will go to your left, his right. So yeah, you don't want to go that way. And there's the wet fish fin claws I wasted. I decided to sharpen real quick and then he just changed area, so I have to resharpen anyway when I get there. Oh well. That's why I'm using normal wet fish. So yeah, resharpen to make sure we have more purple here. And let's pick up that extra wire bug over there so we can spam counters all the more. We engage, ready a counter, and he decides to delay his attack a bit. So Apex Arzuros with all the mind games. This huge claw swipe is an opportunity to just see his claws, but I'm not amped, so I can't capitalize on it. But you can counter this, so that's something, right? And we can get hit as well, that's not something. So once again, he's coming for the jump. You can also counter the jump, but that's kind of bad because you just miss him. That's why I just decided to get it off the way before. Pick you up, like rock, and keep attacking. Counter this and get the Apex Topple here again, so yay! Here I also don't go for the longer combo I did on the first topple, since we moved away during the counter, so just do some more double flashes here and then ZSD his claws off. And he's dead. So yeah, that was Apex Arzuros. He's the toughest one in this class. Like, I think Afflicted Arzuros has higher numbers, like he might have higher damage and probably higher HP as well. I'll kill it faster, but that's because Afflicted monsters tend to stay still a while when you're exhausted, right? Plus we can just spam normal Arzuros very easily. Unlike Apex, which had some very specific windows to catch his claws. Normal Arzuros has a weak spot on his butt, so just getting his butt off works. And it's a blind spot for most of his attacks. So yeah, that's kind of the strat. I wanted to engage him in this area, but he decided to change areas, right, for the map, so I just ran away. I had a head start, but monsters be fast. So yeah, playing catch up. Go up there. Something interesting is that the Apex Rower makes it go in rage, so it's already very mad and very fast as well. Afflicted monsters is speed up somehow. I'm not quite sure what triggers that, but you can see this Arzuros is pretty hyper. Since he's taunting, that means you have an opportunity to ZSD his butt. And your blood blighted too, so that's a buff. This bulk him just a bit. After he does that, he will always do the claw swipe, so he can counter these very easily. Got hit by the bear husk, still had super armor though, so he just got the blood blight buff. And you have to attack a bit more to get our HP back. Counter again. And managed to dodge the second one, already had blood blight. Sometimes I get hit when trying to side step like that, but hey, it worked this time, so I'm not complaining. He went for this lower armor blade on his butt countered me. I went for the aerial reload there, didn't expect I would get the Afflicted topple here, but okay, we can still capitalize on it somewhat. This was a bad ZSD. You actually want to get hit by his pen when he does it. I countered at the start too, like on the reflex, that was also bad. Spoilers, I will get hit by the pen later, and you'll see why it's so good getting hit by that. Got the trip here. That's the nice thing about attacking Arzuros' butt. Like, it's not just a weak spot, but also trips him over, so yeah. You want to capitalize on that as much as possible. The bear is tired, so that's an opportunity for us. Went for the Heaven's Ward Flurry there, so I could ZSD immediately. I think if I did the strong morph combo, I would not have time for that. And that's when I got hit by the pen. So just look at this, like, oh okay, I'm with 2 bugs, there's a bug here. I'm not familiar with this area, that's why I stumble around a bit looking for the bug. Like, you could just know your surroundings and play better. I have time to resharpen, I have time to heal, and he's still in the honey animation. Like, this works because I have honey with me. And I can still attack him and stagger him out of the animation. Like, he didn't complete that. So you see how getting hit by that pin is a huge time win? Arzuros literally just sit still if you have honey. So yeah, that's the strat, like literally get hit. Not like this, like get hit by the pen, not by the clock slide. Please guys. So once again I countered here on reflex, getting hit would have been better. And yeah, getting hit by the pen would have been better because then we wouldn't get hit by the charge and this claw swipe. So yeah, I had to pick when to get hit and I picked the worst possible time. Okay, we can just leave his brains off, like his butt is better, but the head also works. And unlike with Apex Arzuros, you can't CSD normal Arzuros' claws. I don't know why, but it just can't. But that's okay, because Arzuros' claws are kind of bad hit zones. So it's better that it can only CSD to his butt or his head. Those are 2 our weak spots, so that's much better for us. Afflicted topple interrupting normal topple, okay, at least it's toppled, right? Go for the whole 2-stage morph there, so I ran out of amped and I'm almost entirely amped again. So that's interesting. Got a bit too greedy there and got hit by an exhausted Arzuros, like that's a bit humiliating, right? Okay, we can just CSD him, so who cares? I'm gonna get you! Do the one stage morph at the air there just for the reload. So you can have a bit more sword gauge. And also again for the double slashes into butt SD. I don't know how that hit me, but okay, we got Bloodlight. It's not that bad. He tripped over the poor things. We can close in with the forward overhead. And go for the one stage morph combo. Into yet another ZSD. And he's dead. So those were the two bears. Very scary monsters. I don't like bears. 10 minutes and 31 seconds. Silk 10 would have been very nice, but it took me quite a while to get Sub 11 on this quest, so I'm taking this. Here's my gear. It's an elemental focused set with the Magma Drone switch axe, so of course it's elementally focused, right? I decided to take this axe rather than the Ruffalo's one because of Apex Arzuros. Like, with Apex Arzuros I'm quite confident this is best because the arms are very weak to fire. With normal Arzuros I think the Ruffalo switch axe is better actually. But I decided to stick to this one for the Apex. And sometimes, like, normal Arzuros is an afflicted monster, so sometimes it will be done by trips or the afflicted topo. And you won't have amped, and then power fives are kinda lame on that, right? If I had the Ruffalo switch axe. So I thought the Almond Round one would work better, like it can reamp really fast if needs be, like 1-2 stage morph combo and it's almost done. So that's why I went for the Elemental Files, but Ruffalo switch axe also worked out nicely on this quest. It's mostly a preference thing, really. So yeah, if you want to go Ruffalos, go for it, man, like, it's good as well. And as usual, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one. See ya! Bye bye!